$30 over the next 24 hours for top commenter. With that said, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, Debbie, so for now on, this is how I'm doing everything that I do, simply because as I get older, I realize that there is a price to put on having peace of mind. Alright, so I'm going to reference this to Shopify, but this is essentially what you want to do for any online business before you start it. Alright, so what you see on the screen here is a basic Shopify store. Essentially, the way this works is we're going to do drop shipping. That's how I'm starting off these tutorials, is drop shipping. So a supplier from China or local Etsy stores or anything like that, eBay even, these products are being shipped from the supplier directly to the customer, and it looks like it's coming from us, our business here. So in order to do this, we want to make sure that we're protected. So first things first, and again, this applies to any type of business out there. If you're starting this is going to keep you not only safe, but this is a better long-term foundation for creating a business. Now, with that said, you don't technically need to do any of this. All right, so if you're really scraping by, or you just want to give this a test run, so to speak, you don't really need to do any of this, except for maybe one or two things here. So this will give you peace of mind, better long-term results. So first things first, guys, go to a service like UpCounsel and hire a business lawyer. It's very cheap. It's like, I have UpCounsel. These guys so I have two lawyers. They're like $200 to $300 an hour, and you don't typically need to hire them for an entire hour. So realistically, you're going to probably spend maybe 1 hour to get a complete overview of what you need. Maybe an additional one if you want them to handle a lot of the process for you. So look to spend like 1 hour on this. All right, so let's just say it's $250 startup costs, and basically what they're going to make sure that everything's cool. Yeah, I recommend personally, and again, guys, I'm not a lawyer, so you're going to want to confirm this on your own when you hire your lawyer. But for my Shopify business, I'm creating an LLC. It's a little bit simpler, and it gives you the same protections as an S corp as far as liabilities are concerned. So I'm going with an LLC for this. So I'm hired a dude from UpCounsel, and along with that, I'm also registering my business through LegalZoom. So LegalZoom can take care of all this for you. Just hit the LegalZoom.com, and I'm gonna form an LLC. Again, check with your lawyer for the best formation for you. All right, so that can be done there. Also, just so you know, it looks like LegalZoom does already, they do offer looks like a lawyer consultation service. So you might want to check that out instead of UpCounsel. All right, so along with that, you're going to want to create a new bank account, and also, if you can, get it a 1% cashback credit card or debit card. All right, so you're going to want to the reason why you want a new bank account is because this is kind of required in order to keep all your assets separated and safe. All right, so create a new business account if you can from your bank, separated from any businesses that you have. This is what I'm doing just to keep everything compartmentalized and easy to keep count of for tax purposes and for the liability protection, just in case something happens with your e-commerce store. So if you're an affiliate, you have a lot less liability. It's pretty much nothing, next to nothing. But when you're because with this business model, we're going to be the company the customer buys from. If anything goes wrong, we can potentially be held liable for this. So that's why, and again, I'm not an attorney, so you're going to want to confirm this. That's why we're forming as an LLC, because it gives us protection from that liability, which basically means that if we get sued for whatever reason, which chances are very slim to none, but if you do get sued, all they can get are the assets of that business, as long as you don't break any laws. All right, so as long as you're not doing like outright fraud or anything like that, like you can't go and scam a bunch of people and expect to get your protection for the LLC protection. But let's say something happens to, let's say this spoon, someone's using it and like it snaps and they end up like stabbing their arm or something, and they try to sue you. If they do by chance win, let's say that you have $500,000 in your personal account and the business only has like $5,000 in assets because you send them off to your personal account, you only can get sued for $5,000. All right, and that's assuming that you don't do any fraud or anything is purposely illegal. So that's just what I've learned. And again, you're going to want to confirm this with your lawyer. Fourthly, if you're super paranoid, and I'm probably going to do this because I'm a bit paranoid, I'm going to get some small business insurance. So it's pretty cheap. I believe it's only like $50 to $75 a month or so. And you can probably get away with this if you're just starting out and you want to save from this expense. You can probably avoid this, but again, if you have LLC protection, that should give you an additional layer of protection. But if your business is really tuning, you might consider at some point to get the small business insurance. So I'm going to recommend this just for the sake of peace of mind. If you have to tap into a little bit of your profits for that, I think it's worth it, because there's nothing worse than like sitting around wondering if you're going to get sued all day. It just soaks up your brain power. It literally does. So, and that's a fear a lot of people have. So this will help you get rid of that fear. And again, that is going to suck up like at least 15 to 20% of your brain power in some of those little like paranoid states there that you can potentially get into. So that helps. It can be worth it. Second thing, or fifth thing, I don't know where we're at now, new PayPal account. Reason why you want this is it's going to help keep things organized, and it's going to give you a little bit of redundancy. For me, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to keep my e-commerce business that I'm creating now. I'm going to document all on my channel here. It's going to be completely separate from my other businesses. That means new PayPal account and new bank accounts, new credit cards, etc., etc. Also, I recommend that you create a new Facebook ads account, so create a secondary one. You might have to age it by creating a new Facebook profile to go along with it. The reason why you want to do this is just that you don't want to bleed the rating of the accounts together. So let's say for me, like I have my e-commerce business that I'm running paid traffic to. I'm gonna start running some Facebook ads to this channel here. So I want to keep those separate, just for the sake of keeping the niches separate, just in case one account gets a penalty or whatever, it doesn't transition over and hurt both accounts. So I'm doing a complete new Facebook ads account for my Shopify, and eventually want to get the Amazon FBA. They kind of work together. So it's going to be all good and ready. Now, last thing, this is something I just discovered last night, which kind of triggered me to look more into all this. You do have to pay sales tax. So there is a service called TaxJar. Oh, not TaxJ. You just got a free promotion there. TaxJar. So TaxJar, it actually integrates with like Shopify, I believe it goes with PayPal. Here's all the integrations that it works with. Amazon, everything. This takes care of the sales tax for you. So as in, like, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, and I still have to look more into this thing though, it actually prepares all your returns and auto files it for you. So you don't have to like do any of the, worry about the accounting and all that, collecting the sales tax. This service does it all for you. And you're just going to want to make sure that, like for me, I found it right here. Each state has different rules if you're in the U.S. for tax filing. So here's mine for Maryland. It's basically like if you have a nexus, and a nexus is either an office or a place of business. So I'm not sure if home office counts. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. I might be mistaken about that. All my employees are contractors, so that's not an issue. Goods in a warehouse, these are all being drop shipped out of state. So it looks like I might be okay, but that's why I'm checking with my lawyer to make sure about all this, and I'm going to compile it all together, and hopefully it looks like this is all going to be done in about a day or two. So as I wait for all the paperwork and stuff to get done, I'm actually going to be building up some more Shopify stores so that I can just hit the ground running in the meantime while I wait for the propagation to go over. So guys, that's what you want to consider doing. Again, here's a complete list of all the stuff that you should do. And again, you could probably get away with not doing some of this. I do recommend, regardless of what you do an LLC. But again, check with a lawyer. This just gives you the extra level of protection. Separate your personal assets from your business. All right, guys. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to get started with making money online, 2 links for you below. One is the link to Shopify. So that's a free trial. You're going to want to get the basic plan just to show you how that works. All right, so here is one of my Shopify stores here. So once you get your free trial, the link will be below. And again, that is one of my affiliate links, so that just helps support the channel. So by doing that, I do get a small affiliate commission, but Shopify is the shit. All right, so below, once you get your free trial, the link below, there's going to be 3 price plans to go from here. Pick the one on the left. It's the cheapest one. You can start with that. It's like $30 a month. All right, so you can start with your Shopify store. Also, to learn how to market online, I do have a free guide that's going to be linked below. That'll show you how to create an affiliate marketing business from scratch. This is a great place to start while you wait for as I create my Shopify tutorials on my YouTube channel here. So get that below. Link is deadbeatuniversity.com/guide. And again, what that shows you is A to Z how to create an Amazon affiliate marketing business. And the way this applies to Shopify is that's going to teach you the tactics to market your Shopify store. Some free ways to get traffic and make sales through Shopify. So start there, and also keep an eye out for my channel. I'm going to be releasing more tutorials on Shopify over the next week or so. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, my name is Dan Brock, the Deadbeat Super Affiliate. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, share this video with your friends, comment below, Hit those like buttons. Give me that YouTube loving. I'll see you deadbeats later.